and it's greater than, so I'm going to shade up this way. So you can kind of already see we're narrowing our area down to this little rectangle right up there. All right, so now this guy here has a y and an x. So if it has a y and an x, it's a line. It's in slope-intercept form. It's kind of like saying plus 0 on the outside. So your y-intercept is 0, and your slope is 2. So I'm going to rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1. And this line here is dotted. And it's greater than, so greater than I'm going to shade above. So now you can kind of see we're down to this little triangle area right here. And then for my last line, this one also has a y and an x, so this is slope intercept. My intercept's at 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And my slope is negative 1 over 3, so I'm going to go down 1 over 3. Always run to the right. And this one is also dotted. And it's lower than. So your area that has all of the colors highlighted is going to be this area right here. I think I went down a little too far. It stops right there. All right, so I'm going to let y'all try number 6. This is going to be vertical or horizontal, vertical or horizontal. This one is your one that is going to be slope intercept because it has y and an x, so it's like saying plus 0. And this one is also slope intercept because of the plus 4. All right. So down here on problem 7, it says write a system of linear equations to represent the graph of A. So A, we're going to write a system of equations, and B is just determining the point. And remember, this question here is going to be multiple choice, so you can kind of work backwards and solve it like we did on problem 6. But this guy here has a y-intercept at -3, so your B value is going to be -3. My rise and run, I'm rising 2, running 1. Zoom in. All right, so from this point to this point, I'm rising 2, running 1. So my slope is 2 over 1. And my shaded area is below my line. All right, here's my shaded area. So it's below my line. So this is going to be less than. All right, and it doesn't have the line underneath because this is dotted. So there's one of my lines. All right, so now I'm going to do this one. All right, so this one also mx plus b. Since you're crossing at the origin, it's crossing at 0. And then for my slope, let's see. So I find 2 points on my line. I'm going down 1 over 2. So my slope is going to be -1 over 2. The shaded is below my line. So it's going to be less than or equal to because it's a solid line. And then I'm going to put my y in there. And then you really don't need to have that plus 0. All right, so here's one of my lines. Here's another one of my lines. And I have one more line, which this one here is straight up and down. So remember, if you are straight up and down, you're going to have one letter and one number. So your number is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going through the X, so that's your letter. And because you're shading left, it's less than, and you don't have the or equal to bar because it's dotted. So those are your 3 lines that are making up that graph. All right. Letter B says, which point is a solution? So we're looking to see if it is in the shaded area. So 0, 0 is right here. Because it's on the solid line, it is a solution. 0, -1 is right here in the shaded area, also a solution. And then 1, 1 is right here, not in the shaded area, so not a solution. So remember, solid lines and shaded areas are solutions. Dotted lines are not solutions. Alrighty. So y'all are going to do A and B. And let's talk about, before we move on, just to give more practice, writing this guy as a system of equations, like writing the equations for it. So this guy right here, that color. All right, this guy right here is another mx plus b. All right, it's crossing at -2. And my slope from 2 points on my line, rise 1, run 2. Your shaded area is above that line, so it's going to be greater than, and all of these guys are going to be with the